Ladies and gentlemen, winning isn't a moment. It's not a trophy. It's not applause. Winning is a mindset of relentless commitment to outwork, outlast, and overcome everything that stands in your way. When the pain hits, that's your signal to push harder. Pain doesn't mean stop. Pain means progress. Most people quit when they're uncomfortable. But if you want to win, you must learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where growth happens. That's where champions are made. Excuses? Leave them at the door. No one cares about why you couldn't do it. The only thing that matters is whether you did. Take control of your circumstances and own your journey. You're either making progress or making excuses. You can't do both. Winning demands one thing above all: the ability to embrace pain and keep moving forward. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your guide. It's the proof that you're stepping beyond your comfort zone where the real growth happens. Most people retreat when they feel pain. They let discomfort dictate their actions, backing down the moment things get hard. But you're not like most people. You understand that pain is the path, not the barrier. It's the weight you lift to build strength, the heat that forges steel. Every time you feel pain, you should lean into it, not away. It's a signal that you're growing, becoming more than you were yesterday. To win, you have to become comfortable being uncomfortable, because every step forward will challenge you in ways you've never experienced before. Excuses don't belong on the road to victory. They're the crutches people use to justify failure, to explain why they didn't try harder, why they stopped when they should have kept going. But excuses won't help you win. They won't move you closer to your goals. No one cares about your reasons for falling short. The world only respects results. If you didn't succeed, own it. Don't hide behind excuses. Face your reality head on. Winning requires brutal honesty with yourself. You have to be willing to look in the mirror and take full responsibility for where you are. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck. The only thing standing between you and victory is your mindset. Shift your focus from what you can't control to what you can. You control your effort, your attitude, and your choices. Use them wisely. Effort is the great equalizer. Talent might give someone an edge, but effort will always win in the long run. The secret is outworking everyone else. When others are sleeping, you're grinding. When others are taking a break, you're still going. Winning isn't about being the smartest, fastest, or strongest. It's about refusing to stop when others do. It's about showing up every day, ready to do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. Success isn't about grand gestures or lucky breaks. It's about consistency. It's about putting in the work when no one is watching and doing it again and again and again until the results speak for themselves. Outlasting the competition isn't just a strategy, it's a necessity. Your struggles are not your weaknesses, they're your greatest assets. Every failure, every setback, every moment of doubt is a tool you can use to fuel your drive. Remember the times you were overlooked or underestimated. Remember the moments you felt like giving up but didn't. Those moments didn't break you, they built you. Let your past struggles remind you of how far you've come and how much further you can go. Turn your pain into power, your disappointments into determination. The people who doubted you, the obstacles that tried to stop you, they're not there to hold you back. They're there to ignite your hunger, to push you to prove everyone wrong, including the voice in your own head that says you can't do it. Winning starts in the mind. Close your eyes and see yourself crossing the finish line. Feel the victory as if it's already yours. This isn't wishful thinking, it's preparation. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Visualization trains your brain to focus on the goal, to align your actions with your vision. Picture every detail of what success looks like and let that image guide your decisions and fuel your effort. The clearer your vision, the stronger your resolve. When you believe in the possibility of victory, you're halfway there. The fight to win is never over. Winning isn't a one-time event, it's a daily battle. Every day you're fighting against distractions, self-doubt, and the temptation to take the easy way out. But winners don't quit. They don't let failure define them. They rise after every fall, ready to fight again. That's what it takes to win. It's not about never falling, it's about always getting back up. It's about showing up even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when the odds are against you. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep believing. Victory doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who refuse to give up. Excuses are the enemy of progress. They're the easy way out, the comforting lies we tell ourselves when the truth feels too hard to face. But the truth is, excuses will never help you win. They are the invisible chains that keep you tied to mediocrity, convincing you that it's okay to settle for less than your best. If you want to win, you must reject every excuse and take full ownership of your actions and outcomes. That means looking yourself in the mirror and saying, "This is on me. It's not your circumstances, not your upbringing, not the people around you. It's you." The sooner you take responsibility for where you are, the sooner you can begin to change it. Making excuses is easy, but success is not. People justify their lack of effort by pointing fingers at things outside their control. They blame time, money, or their environment. They tell themselves they don't have the resources, the talent, or the connections to succeed. But if you look closely, the most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect circumstances. They didn't wait for a helping hand or a lucky break. They started with what they had, where they were, and built their success brick by brick. That's the difference between those who win and those who don't. Winners take what they have and make it work. They refuse to be limited by what they lack. They adapt, they learn, and they overcome. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care why you didn't reach your goals. All that matters in the end is whether you did or didn't. Harsh, maybe. But it's the truth. Excuses won't put food on the table. Excuses won't earn you respect. And excuses won't bring you closer to the life you want. If you fail, own it. Don't hide behind reasons or justifications. Be brutally honest with yourself. Ask the hard questions. Did I give it my all? Could I have done more? Where did I fall short? This kind of self-reflection isn't easy, but it's necessary. Growth starts with honesty. When you stop making excuses, you start taking responsibility, and that's when real progress begins. Taking ownership of your life means understanding the power of choice. Every day you have a choice to make. Will you work towards your goals, or will you find a reason not to? It's that simple. The people who win aren't the ones with the fewest obstacles. They're the ones who choose to rise above them. They understand that their effort, attitude, and actions are entirely within their control. They don't waste energy on things they can't change. Instead, they focus on what they can do right now to move forward. You have that same power. No matter where you are or what you're facing, you can choose to take a step toward your goals. It might be a small step, but every step counts. Excuses are seductive because they make us feel better about our shortcomings. They give us a way to rationalize failure and avoid discomfort. But every time you make an excuse, you're building a habit. You're training your brain to look for reasons why you can't instead of finding ways that you can. Over time, this mindset becomes a pattern, and before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. Breaking that cycle starts with rejecting every excuse, no matter how valid it might seem. It's about saying, "I don't care what's in my way. I'm going to find a way through it." That mindset is the foundation of winning. It's what separates those who succeed from those who settle. The truth is, excuses keep you safe. They keep you from taking risks and facing failure. But that safety comes at a cost. It keeps you from growing, from achieving, from becoming the person you're meant to be. Growth is uncomfortable. It requires you to step outside your comfort zone and face challenges head on. It demands effort, resilience, and the willingness to fail. But the rewards are worth it. When you stop making excuses, you unlock your full potential. You start to see what you're truly capable of. You realize that the only limits are the ones you've placed on yourself. Winning starts with a decision. It starts with a choice to take responsibility for your life and reject every excuse that tries to hold you back. It's not easy, but it's necessary. The world won't hand you success. You have to earn it. And the first step to earning it is taking ownership of your journey. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop justifying your lack of progress. Instead, focus on what you can control and commit to giving it everything you've got. Remember, excuses might make you feel better in the moment, but they'll never get you closer to your goals. Let them go and watch how far you can go without them. Effort is the great equalizer in life. You don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, or the strongest to win. You just have to refuse to stop. Talent might give someone an early lead, but effort is what keeps you in the game long after others have given up. When you commit to outworking everyone around you, you create a gap that talent alone can't bridge. That's the secret. Success isn't about a single burst of energy or a lucky break. It's about the consistent, relentless grind that most people aren't willing to endure. Winning is a matter of showing up every day and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Motivation will come and go, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward. Discipline is about making a decision once and sticking to it no matter what. It's waking up early when the bed feels too comfortable. It's putting in the extra hours when your body is screaming for rest. It's doing the little things right every single day, knowing that they add up to big results over time. The truth is, most people aren't willing to do what it takes to win. They want the results, but they don't want the effort. They quit when it gets hard, but not you. You're different. You're willing to put in the work, no matter how long it takes. There's no shortcut to success. It's not glamorous and it's not easy. It's about grinding when no one is watching. It's about staying late when others leave early. It's about pushing yourself to the limit and then pushing a little further. Effort is the currency of success and the price is high. But if you're willing to pay it, the rewards are unmatched. The competition doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if someone is more naturally gifted or has more resources than you. If you're willing to outlast them, to outwork them, you will win, because effort always beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You have to be willing to sacrifice comfort for growth. Comfort is the enemy of progress. If you're too comfortable, you're not pushing hard enough. Winning requires stepping into discomfort again and again. It's about challenging yourself every day, setting higher standards, and refusing to settle for anything less than your best. That's how you grow. That's how you win. Most people avoid discomfort because it's hard, but hard is where the magic happens. Hard is where you find out what you're truly capable of. Every time you push through a challenge, you build strength, resilience, and confidence. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes to face the next challenge. Consistency is the secret weapon that separates winners from everyone else. It's not about working hard once, it's about working hard every day. Success isn't built on flashes of brilliance, it's built on the grind. It's built on the days when you don't want to show up but do anyway. Consistency is what builds habits, and habits are what build success. You can't rely on motivation because motivation is fleeting. But consistency, that's something you can control. You can choose to show up, to put in the work, to do your best every single day. Effort is the ultimate investment in yourself. Every hour you spend working toward your goal is an investment in your future. Every drop of sweat, every late night, every early morning, it all adds up. The results might not come immediately, but they will come. Success takes time, and most people give up before they see the payoff. But if you stay the course, if you keep putting in the effort day after day, you'll start to see the results. And once you see what your effort can achieve, you'll never want to stop. When you commit to outworking everyone, you send a message not just to others, but to yourself. You prove that you're capable of more than you thought possible. You build confidence, discipline, and a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. That's what effort does. It transforms you from the inside out. It shows you that success isn't about luck or talent. It's about showing up and doing the work, no matter what. So keep grinding, keep pushing, keep outworking everyone around you. Effort is the great equalizer, and it's your ticket to success. You don't need to be the best, the brightest, or the most talented. You just need to be the one who refuses to quit. The one who keeps going when others stop. The one who shows up every day and gives it everything they've got. That's how you win. Failure is not the end, it is the beginning. Every setback, every mistake, every moment of falling short is a chance to grow, to learn, and to become better. Yet most people fear failure. They avoid it like the plague because it feels uncomfortable, because it exposes our vulnerabilities and forces us to confront our weaknesses. But if you want to win, you must change how you see failure. You must see it not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone, a crucial part of the process that leads to success. There is no progress without failure. Think about it. How do you learn anything new? By trying, falling short, and trying again. Failure is feedback. It's the world telling you what's not working, what you need to adjust, and where you need to grow. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid failure, they embraced it. They understood that every failure is an opportunity to get closer to their goal. Edison didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. He failed thousands of times, but didn't see those attempts as wasted efforts. Each one taught him something valuable, something he used to move forward. When you fear failure, you limit yourself. You avoid taking risks, playing it safe, and staying in your comfort zone. But the comfort zone is a trap. Nothing great has ever been achieved by staying comfortable. To win, you have to take risks. You have to put yourself out there knowing full well that you might fail. And when you do, because failure is inevitable, you must have the courage to get back up and try again. That's what separates winners from everyone else. It's not that winners never fail, it's that they never stop trying. Failure is a teacher, but only if you're willing to learn. It's easy to get discouraged after a setback. It's easy to throw your hands up and say, this isn't for me, but that's not how winners think. Winners look at failure and ask, what can I learn from this? They analyze their mistakes, figure out what went wrong, and use that knowledge to do better next time. Every failure holds a lesson if you're willing to find it. Maybe it's teaching you patience, resilience, or the need to approach things differently. Whatever the lesson, it's valuable, and it will serve you in the long run. The truth is, failure builds character. It tests your resolve and forces you to dig deep. It reveals who you really are and what you're made of. When everything is going well, it's easy to stay motivated. But when you face failure, when things don't go your way, that's when you find out what you're really capable of. Do you give up or do you keep going? Do you let failure define you or do you use it to fuel your determination? Winners use failure as fuel. They let it ignite their hunger and drive them to work even harder. One of the most powerful lessons failure teaches is resilience. Life will knock you down, that's a guarantee. But how you respond is up to you. Do you stay down or do you get back up? Every time you rise after a failure, you build mental and emotional strength. You prove to yourself that you're tougher than any obstacle, that you can handle whatever life throws at you. This resilience becomes a part of who you are, and it's what allows you to keep pushing forward no matter how many times you stumble. Winning isn't about avoiding failure, it's about mastering it. It's about understanding that failure is a necessary part of the journey. It's about having the courage to face it, the wisdom to learn from it, and the strength to keep going despite it. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Welcome it as a sign that you're pushing yourself, that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, that you're growing. Every failure is a step closer to success, but only if you're willing to see it that way. The road to winning is paved with failures. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every success story is built on a foundation of setbacks and mistakes. But those who win are the ones who see failure not as a stop sign, but as a green light. They don't quit. They don't give up. They keep moving forward, learning and growing with each step. That's how you win, not by avoiding failure, but by embracing it, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone to greatness.
Winning begins and ends in the mind. Your mindset is the foundation of every action you take and every goal you achieve. It is the unseen force that dictates whether you rise or fall, succeed or fail. Many people underestimate the power of the mind, focusing only on external factors like talent, resources, or circumstances. But none of those things matter if your mindset isn't strong. A winning mindset is unshakable. It's the belief that no matter what challenges come your way, you have the power to overcome them. It's the refusal to give in, even when the odds are stacked against you. Your mind is a battlefield. Every day you're faced with thoughts of doubt, fear, and insecurity. Those thoughts are like enemies trying to stop you from moving forward. If you let them take over, they will defeat you before you even start. But when you control your mind, you control your life. Winning requires you to master your inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, those thoughts will become your reality. But if you tell yourself that you're strong, capable, and unstoppable, you'll start to act in alignment with that belief. Most people don't realize that the mind can be trained just like a muscle. It takes practice, discipline, and consistency to build mental strength. Start by challenging your negative thoughts. When a thought tells you, I can't do this, replace it with, I can and I will. At first, it might feel unnatural, but over time, you'll reprogram your mind to think differently. Your mind is your most powerful tool, but like any tool, it has to be sharpened and maintained. Every time you push through a challenge, every time you refuse to quit, you're strengthening your mental toughness. A winning mindset also means being laser focused on your goals. Distractions are everywhere. They come in the form of doubts, excuses, and even people who don't believe in you. It's easy to get pulled off course, but winners stay focused. They know what they want, and they refuse to let anything or anyone deter them. To win, you must protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. The more you focus on your goals, the more energy and effort you can channel toward achieving them. That's how you create unstoppable momentum. Visualization is a key tool for developing a winning mindset. Close your eyes and see yourself achieving your goal. Picture the victory in vivid detail, how it feels, what it looks like, what it sounds like. When you can see success in your mind, it becomes more tangible, more real. Your brain starts to believe it's possible and your actions follow, but visualization isn't enough on its own. You have to pair it with relentless action. A strong mindset doesn't just dream, it does. It takes consistent, disciplined action every single day, no matter how small those steps might seem. Winners also embrace failure as part of the process. They understand that setbacks are not signs of weakness, but opportunities for growth. A strong mindset isn't afraid of failure, it sees it as a stepping stone to success. When something doesn't go as planned, you have two choices: let it break you or let it build you. Winners choose the latter. They use failure to fuel their hunger, to drive them to work harder, to learn more, and to push further. They know that every great success story is filled with moments of doubt and struggle, but they refuse to let those moments define them. Self-belief is the cornerstone of a winning mindset. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence doesn't mean you'll never feel fear or doubt, it means you'll move forward despite them. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself, by showing up, doing the work, and proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Every time you push through a challenge, you're building trust in yourself, and that trust becomes unshakable confidence. A winning mindset is a choice. It's choosing to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and every day as a chance to get better. It's choosing to believe in yourself when no one else does, to keep going when the path gets tough, and to never settle for less than you're capable of. Winning starts in the mind. When you master your mindset, there's nothing you can't achieve. Persistence is the heartbeat of victory. It is the relentless refusal to quit, no matter how tough the journey becomes. Too many people stop short of their potential because the road feels too long, too hard, or too uncertain. They convince themselves that success is for someone else, someone more talented, more fortunate, or more prepared. But the truth is, talent and fortune alone don't guarantee success. Persistence does. The most successful people in the world didn't make it because things were easy. They made it because they refused to give up when everything screamed at them to stop. Every goal worth pursuing comes with its share of obstacles. There will be days when you're tired, when the results don't match the effort, and when giving up seems like the logical choice. Those are the moments that define you. They separate the winners from the quitters. Winners don't let temporary setbacks become permanent defeats. They don't let discouragement dictate their destiny. Instead, they dig deep, push harder, and keep moving forward. Because persistence isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard. The beauty of persistence is that it builds momentum. Think of it like pushing a heavy boulder uphill. At first, every push feels impossible. The boulder barely moves and your muscles ache with effort. But if you keep pushing, something incredible happens. The boulder starts to move more easily, gains momentum. And eventually, you're not just pushing the boulder uphill, it's rolling with you, carrying you forward. That's what persistence does. The more you stick with something, the more momentum you create, and the closer you get to your goal. But persistence doesn't mean blindly repeating the same actions without learning. True persistence involves adaptability. When something doesn't work, you don't quit, you adjust. You find another way, you analyze what's not working, learn from it, and make the necessary changes. This kind of persistence is intelligent and strategic. It's about staying committed to your goal while being flexible in your approach. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and detours. But those who persist navigate those challenges with determination and creativity. One of the hardest parts of persistence is enduring the stretch of time when it feels like nothing is happening. You're putting in the work, but the results aren't immediate. It's easy to question whether the effort is worth it. This is the stage where most people quit. They think if I don't see results now, I'll never see them, but persistence understands the value of patience. It knows that success is a delayed reward, not an instant gratification. It trusts that consistent effort over time will yield results, even if those results take longer than expected. Persistence also requires resilience. There will be failures, there will be setbacks. You might get knocked down more times than you can count. But every time you rise, you become stronger. Every time you keep going, you prove to yourself that you're capable of enduring more than you thought. Resilience is the backbone of persistence. It's the voice in your head that says, I'm not done yet, even when everything else tells you to stop. It's the decision to stand up one more time, to give it one more try, and to keep fighting until you reach the finish line. At its core, persistence is about belief. Belief in your goals, belief in your efforts, and belief in yourself. When you truly believe that you're capable of achieving something, you'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. You won't let setbacks shake your confidence or obstacles block your path. That belief becomes a fire inside you, fueling your persistence and driving you forward. Even when doubt creeps in, as it inevitably will, your belief keeps you grounded. It reminds you why you started and pushes you to keep going. Winning isn't reserved for the most talented or the most fortunate. It's reserved for those who refuse to quit. It's for those who keep going when the road gets tough, when progress feels slow, and when the odds seem insurmountable. Persistence is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the quality that turns dreams into reality. No matter how hard the journey gets, remember that every step forward brings you closer to your goal. Persistence guarantees that as long as you keep moving, you cannot fail.